It's 2015. My travels have led me to this small, simple corner of the universe in a place known as Geneseo of the Blue Planet. Upon immersing myself among the inhabitants of this community, I've come to realize that those who live here are anything but simple. Day 1. By disguising myself as one of their kind, which is what they call human, I have blended in perfectly by posing as a student in one of their learning institutions. Human interaction. Quite the fickle and strange thing. Affection, the form in which the humans come together, appears to be an interesting paradox. The male human at first usually pursues the female of his kind who disregards his supposed affection. To my surprise, there are cases where the disregarding of the male is in fact an invitation to continue the pursuit, which at certain points even becomes what seems to be an act of cannibalism by the male human. But they like it. How strange. Where I'm from, we are all one. With lands far and wide that bring about differences among one another, it is understood that we are all one infinite connected energy. The humans of the blue planet have an insane compulsion to define their differences and use them to separate themselves. They identify the differences with flags and call them ethnicities. Note to self, I have discovered a love for caramel frappas. While I've learned to love a simple drink, the humans appear incapable of loving each other. Look at them. Far too often I have come across petty debates over which ethnicity is superior, a trivial matter at best. Simpletons. I had the pleasure of visiting the center at which intelligence is acquired, otherwise known as the CIA. To my knowledge, Fridays were the days most looked forward to out of the week. So it was quite the shock when I discovered the renowned Monet Library, part of the CIA, to be empty on a Friday. I was joined by a human by the name of A. Aaron. Monet Library was not what I expected. Instead of perfecting his intelligence, A. Aaron showed me lyrics to his new rap song, Ball is Life. I feigned interest, replying with the phrase I learned here, I haven't had my coffee yet. Soon after, A. Aaron had lost consciousness. He too had not had his coffee of the day. I poked A. Aaron back to consciousness, to which he replied with a token of gratitude I had yet to see. Perhaps I was simply unaware of the discreet loving gestures among these humans. I arrived to the conclusion that humans show love in similar ways, are all proud of their roots, and are eager to befriend each other. So what's the fuss over their differences? Love and compassion are what drive these creatures. Why not give and receive as much of it as possible in their one lifetime? As the great philosopher Drake said, YOLO.